Drag racing. It's a sport watched by people of all ages and genders in Australia, but when it comes to the drivers, particularly at an elite level, it's dominated by men. In some racing categories, things are starting to change. I'm here at Sydney Dragway with modified dragster racer Fiona Crisp. Fiona, should we have a look around?
Yeah, let's do it.
I think I was reading an article that you started in the junior category when you were like 11, I think it was.
Yeah, so that's when this track first opened, and I started here in a junior dragster, and then slowly gotten into the higher classes over time. So, like, my dad raced and I grew up coming to the track watching him, and then I really wanted to do it, and Dad didn't have any boys, so I guess he probably thought none of us would want to do it, and my sister and I were both like, we'll race, I want to race.
That's cool.
So that was always a bit of fun. So we started because our dad did. One of my friends, Jess, who races with me, her car's just here. She's actually similar situation. Her mum also raced, and so did her dad in similar cars, and so she's here racing this weekend as well, and she's another racer that's come through watching her family.
Yep, that one, and then just hold there and just sort of lift yourself up
Yep.
and put your bum up here. Yeah.
And watch your head,
And watch
sorry.
your head.
And then feet in.
Yeah, and then just slide yourself down.
Am I going to step on something?
No, you're fine.
Sorry.
That's right, put your legs out.
Yeah.
Makes it a bit easier if you put your legs forward.
Oh yes. All right,
Pedals are also right there.
You have short drivers, so everything's really close. And then,
It's very like snug and everything.
so you'll have like your helmet and like a race suit, so you'll have like a jacket and pants and like everything on, and then these belts will come over, and it's a 5-point harness. Yours is 5 as well, yeah? So just over the top, over your thighs, and then a crotch belt as well. We have really good safety gear. We have parachutes on our car to help slow us down. We're wearing all the right, safety stuff. We've got padding within the car. And at the end of the track, you can almost see that green net from here. Before that is actually a sand trap to slow you down. So if you can't stop and turn off the track safely, there's some extra bit of track which hopefully your car will sort of dig into to slow down. And then if it doesn't stop, there's a net, and then there's another net, and then there's a wall of tires. And this is me here.
Ooh.
The one in the middle. I haven't put the nose and everything on it yet. We've just been slowly setting it up. And then the steering wheel comes off to make it sort of easier to get in and out.
So you don't knock it.
So I don't knock it all the time. So I sort of just put it to the side. The only thing I try not to knock all the time is this, which is my parachute lever. Otherwise the parachute will pop out the back.
Do you have to push it down or pull it?
So yeah, I pull it forward at the end of the race to slow me down. So when I go through the finish line, and obviously you're sort of keeping an eye on where it is, the first thing I'll do is pull the parachute, and then it sort of throws you back in your seat.
Into the nets and
Yeah, let's not do that. Put your feet
sorry.
forward. No, you're all right.
Oh, I'm not going to press the pedal.
No, it's okay. The car's off, so it can't do any damage. So it's really like family oriented, I would say, drag racing. So this setup here is owned by the Rapisada family, and they've got the 3 cars. Their sons manage the team essentially. And then the next setup is the Lematina family. So it's all family racing. And then after that, we've got the Reed family.
Fiona, you're in the modified category. Are there many women that are kind of, I guess, at the top like categories?
Yeah, there's a few women over the years who have been there. Most recently would be Kelly Betts in the Top Fuel category. She raced in Top Fuel a few years ago, and actually in her first season came out and won the Australian Championship, which was really cool. So she did a couple of seasons. She's no longer competing in that category, but she's still a drag racer and still competes. Other than that, there's not currently anyone in Top Fuel or Funny Car that's female in Australia, but we do have some in the other categories, which is great to see.
What does it take to get to those, I guess, top levels? Is it just getting an offer?
Yeah, a lot of the times, honestly, it's an offer. It's a bit of luck. It's an expensive sport, so having some funding or some sponsorship is an amazing part. Right place, right time, and yeah, hopefully if we stick it out long enough, an opportunity will come. Just doing a bit of a media tour.
The one driver, the 5.
Yeah.
Hello, nice to meet you, darling.
How you doing?
Hello, darling. How are you?
Hi.
Remember how I was just saying girls don't get opportunities?
Yeah.
That's like the biggest thing that's ever happened. He owns these 3 cars.
Oh, okay.
So he's like the person who decides, for him to even know who I am.
That's why you were saying.
That's why I was like, oh my God, thank you. Like, you know who I am? That's really cool.
Is it like kind of easy for, I guess, like other girls that don't have like their families in the sport like to get into?
Yeah, it's probably a little bit hard if you don't know what you don't know, right?
That's fair enough.
Like, how do you start? So they do a lot of things at Sydney, which is really cool. On a Wednesday night, anyone can come out and race their street car. So you can learn how racing works, and anyone with a license can just come out with their mates, learn how to race. They'll teach you about it and get a time card, and it's a little bit of fun. And then I think that's how a lot of it grows now.
So if loud engines and fast cars are your thing, drag racing might be for you. Why not get along and try it out so that we can see more females out on the track?